Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Busy by Lane and I am back. You know when your hair decides to grow from a lindondo to a lipondo and you're like, it's time for that top knot, darling, and do a foundation video. So this is what today is all about. We'll be doing my foundation routine. Now I'm sure you've seen a lot of foundation routines everywhere on YouTube. The difference in this one is that I'm going to be sharing it with you, the little tips and tricks that I do to help me achieve a more flawless face beat from experience. I hope there's no lipstick on my teeth. Yeah, I'm loving my natural hair. I hope that you enjoy this video, but before we get into it, boys, girls, dogs, cats, and everybody in between, please do subscribe to my channel. I need your views, your help, your comments, and your shares. So please do support me and subscribe, like, comment, and share. Listen, I really appreciate you and thank you so much for watching. You have a fantastic day. Mwah. So yeah, I've got no makeup on. I've only just done my eyebrows and my my eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna announce a few things. There's a lot of noise happening outside, there's construction happening, and this is an everyday thing. Like honestly, when we moved in, we didn't know that our neighbors would be doing construction for over a year. So it's been a year since we've been here and it's like hasn't changed, so I apologize. Okay, so the first thing I do to help me have a flawless face foundation routine is first moisturizing. So I try to moisturize when my face is still damp and not dry. So when the face is still damp and not dry, it's just like the moisturizer just sits in well, and it's just like your face feels more hydrated and it's not wrinkly from being too dry. So you want to apply, so I want to apply my moisturizer when my face is still damp, and I use this. Aloe vera has got many benefits. You can Google them. I'm not going to go too much into them, but for me, I like a moisturizer that's not too creamy, because creamy moisturizers clog my pores, so I don't want that, because that causes like blackheads, whiteheads, and all that kind of thing. And then the other thing I like to do is, by the way, my nails are ratchet and look at them, they're horrible. I just couldn't give a shit today, so I apologize for my nails as well. The next thing I do is find a good primer, and I'm using this NYX primer. It's a pore filler because I do have large pores under, like on my cheeks here. Yeah, so I haven't started with my face. Like I said, I've only done my eyes. The next tip I'm going to give you is that how to apply your primer. If you've got large pores like me, you want to, yes, this gold has fallen everywhere. Okay, so what I try to do here is now pat my primer on my large pore area. I'm not gonna rub, I'm just gonna pat. And when I apply my primer everywhere else on my face, I do it in a downward motion because I don't want my hair to be lifting up. That's also going to help you have a more smoother finish to your skin foundation routine. Especially if you got that mustache on your lips, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to apply your primer upwards. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is my foundation. I've been a die-hard Studio Fix girl from MAC. If I can just focus, there you go. I've been using Studio Fix for a while. I love that it's kind of not too much of a full coverage, because full coverage takes a lot of technique to help it blend in just more naturally. So I find that lighter foundation for me, I'd rather build it up than struggle to, like, you know, dab that into my skin. I put it onto my hand like this, and then I'm going to take my brush. I find that dabbing it in with this brush just helps me have a smoother finish. That's going to be kind of like the key word. Because I've got oily skin, I try to limit my use of the Fix Plus spray, because I start looking like you can just fry eggs on my face. That's how greasy I get. Simply spray it onto my brush, and now what I'm going to do is dab it on my face like that. Dab, yes, and this is just like one application. I would say it's 2 pump maximum. And as you can see, I'm avoiding my highlight area, the place where I'm going to put my highlight. I'm avoiding it because I want to avoid layering too much product on my skin. And I'm of course going as close to my hairline as possible because we don't want to surprise people with a mask. It's not Halloween. Halloween was whenever it was. Did I celebrate Halloween? Yes, I went away to a murder mystery weekend. So me and my friends went away to a murder mystery weekend, which is like you send in all your friends' names and they basically write a whole storyline for each one of you as a character, and it's about you guys finding the murderer in the crew. And then we went to we went to Tolbach, and then we went to different wine farms, so where we found our clues, and then came back to the big dinner where we interrogated each other to find out who was the murderer in our crew. It is so much fun, you guys. If you are around and Cape Town, I don't know where else they do it, but yeah, obviously we did it in Cape Town. You might want to try doing something like that. It's just so much fun. It's a murder mystery weekend away. See, there you go. It's light, it's airy, and I'm gonna be using my Aloe Girl Pro Conceal. That's how it looks. I'm gonna pop this onto my hand like that, and because I don't like contour and highlight that's too far off from each other, I'm going to mix my Studio Fix foundation with my highlighter just to achieve like a closer color. I'll show you now. I'm mixing it. The lighter part is the one that I'm using for my highlight. I'm going to start with my forehead and my everything else but my under eye, because that dries up really quickly and you want to avoid wrinkles under there. So let's go ahead. Yeah, mixing my foundation and my concealer for my contour. I'm telling you, it has helped me so much. Because sometimes it just looks like there's a whole map from highlight to contour, and you want a more seamless approach to highlighting and contouring, because it's supposed to look natural even if it's really not. So. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my god, like there is this outline that shows like highlights, contour. So what I do, remember that brush I used to dab in my foundation? I'm just gonna go around the outskirts and just take away the harsh lines from the highlight so that it blends in better. There's like a seamless transition from contour to highlight. So yeah, look at that. Already it looks like. And I'm going to do that on my chin as well. We are just diffusing the harsh lines basically at this point. I'm going to be using the dark palette from MAC. It's almost finished. We're just going to snatch the cheeks over here like this. And now we're gonna blend in a contour. So with the contour, when I reach my cheeks, I want to first blend it out in the corner of my cheeks first, and then I drag it out. You know what I mean? So blend it out in the corners first and then drag it out. Again, I'm mixing the concealer with my foundation for under the eyes, and when I apply it, I don't go straight under my eye. I just start like here, because I don't want excess product to settle under my eye. That's basically why I do this step. Okay, now I'm going to start blending it out. I'm lightly tapping. If there's excess fabrics, if there's excess product, you can always wipe it on a towel. I'm using my makeup towel here, just to make sure that by the time you reach under your eyes, there's not a large amount of product just sitting there. I like light, airy foundation. I'm gonna make some weird faces when I'm doing my eyes. I don't know why. I always do it. Do you always do it? Because I'm like I'm so bad with nose contour. It's just such a fine space, you know what I mean? And then I just put dark here as well, just to kind of like shorten my nose. And I feel like I'm happy with what's going on. I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier Deep Dark Setting Powder. It's a little bit too dark, but I feel like it works perfectly for the outskirts of my face. I am going to be using my 116 brush from MAC to pop this on, dabbing off the excess always, because we don't want excess. It makes us blotchy. So yeah, I'm gonna start with my forehead, and this is like, you have to do it very lightly. Take your time with this. And then I'm going to tackle my eyes, and I still do it with a brush. This you have to be very light-handed, okay? Don't press too hard, you're going to cause wrinkles. I'm going to look up like this. So I'm going to quickly start contouring my forehead. I'm using this press powder. It's called K-Rub from Revlon. And I'm going to just lightly dust my forehead. I'm just focusing my contour color setting powder into the depth of my jaw. Now, because I find that my deep to medium deep Laura Mercier powder is a little bit too dark, what I do is I'm going to use this, and this is Topaz. It's from Ben Nye Banana Powder. And I'm going to use that same brush to dab into the topaz, dust off the excess, and just apply it on my high point. So not under my eye necessarily, but just kind of like you're applying blush or highlighter, just here, to make that part like brighten and pop a little bit more. Take my contour brush and kind of just, you know, drag that contour down my neck, because as we said, this is not Halloween. If it was, on the other hand, darling, you wear that mask, wear it with pride. Right, so to snatch my jaw, I take the Laura Mercier medium deep that I had, and I'm just kind of gonna do that. And I'm focusing this color again in almost like the corner of my jaw, and I'm dragging it out. And there you go, guys. We are at the end of my foundation routine. I am very happy with how it came out. I hope this has been very useful to you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Every subscription is really important to me, and it helps me build my channel. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time.